Hello folks, it's Ron from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools, and we got one, as you can see earlier, and here it is in front of you over here, from UFO. Unfiltered Offerings used to be the name, but it's turned to like its own branch of a brewery from Harpoon Brewing Company in Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. UFO Pumpkin has a real pumpkin in it, and they say it's a puree, pumpkin puree in it when they brewed it. Flavor Adventures, departing daily. Yeah, they kind of have the theme of flying saucers dealing with it. Flavor Adventures, departing daily. Real pumpkins, seasonal spices, and fresh from the patch flavor. So I believe it. It's that time of the year between Halloween and Thanksgiving, all the pumpkin pies that we'll be eating, and apple pies and blueberries. Alright, I got some information. I did a little due diligence. First of all, I always forget to announce these. I always like to do shout outs because people have done it for me, and I really appreciate it, and I want to do it for them. So let's get into it. First of all, there's Arizona Ghost Riders. If you like the West, the history of the West, entertainment, there's a lot of comical comedy in it. They do a good job, a very good job. And so that's Arizona Ghost Riders on YouTube. It's all YouTube channels. Next one is a couple of these are, I call them blogs, but they call them vlogs, with the letter V, vlog. And she does a fantastic job on this vlog. She has 100 and some odd videos, and they're, I won't say lengthy, I was going to use the word lengthy, but they're entertaining. They're not shot like a beer review. They're really depicting probably a whole day. That's MS Kathy. I don't know how you really pronounce it. Miss Kathy. She's a married woman with children. Nice looking family. And that's Miss Kathy. MS and then Kathy. The other one is a vlog too, and a couple. And I watch these vlogs. I have a third one that it's really more of entertainment, like the beer reviews and so forth. But this one here is a vlog. It's called Stay Classy. I don't have much space between my teeth, and they call it, you end up getting a lisp. The ear doesn't come out properly when you don't have any spaces between your teeth. And that's what the dentist told me years ago. I always thought it was the tongue that caused the lisp. But anyways, Stay Classy. There are a couple that live in Lisbon, Portugal, and live in other parts of Portugal, but travel pretty well through Europe. They're they're Danish. They're Danes that live in Portugal and speak the language very well, speak English very well. They have a very entertaining and informative vlog on that, just like the Miss Kathy. It's very informative if you listen to her, and she goes places and drives in cars. You get to see things. So both of those are entertaining and informative. John O'Neill, he does beer reviews. He does in-depth other reviews too. He's really good. Backwards Billy Craft Beer Reviews. He does a lot of beer reviews, and he's in-depth. He has a vast knowledge of the brews, and he tells you right on his beer reviews about the brews and the brewery, and even further than that, which is, it's good, entertaining, and informative. Got my mouth again. A good, informative beer reviewer. He's really good. Another one is not to be forgotten is Smack and Jack. That's like a talk show. They dress up on different occasions, like Halloween and other things that they're putting on. I don't know if they have. I haven't seen many of their shows. The ones I've seen are entertaining and informative and comical. That's Smack and Jack. Quite the name. Smack and Jack on YouTube. you got an opportunity to watch them. They're really entertaining. I watch the ones that I've watched, because now that I've watched them, I want to go back and see more of their older ones. Usually when I get to something like that, I'll start at the very beginning of the ones that people have put up, have posted, and I'll go way back and to see what it leads up to. They're really good. So that's, again, Arizona Ghost Riders, Miss Kathy, Stay Classy, John and Neil, Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Reviews, and Smack and Jack, it's a talk show. Okay, do watch those folks. Go to their channels. They do well. Okay, I got my mouth working here. Okay, I'll do less talk. And I did want to do a quick beer review here. We got a nice glass. Trillium Brewing Company in Boston, Massachusetts. You have to go to their facilities to pick up their beer. They don't have a distributor per se that I know of. I know that one package who did have their beer in Stoneham, Massachusetts, talking to the owners there. They did have it, but it doesn't come on a frequency type of schedule. They just happen to get some. They have 2 locations you can pick it up at. I think maybe 3 now. 2 in Boston, and one was on, I'm going to say Summer Street, but I don't think it's Summer Street. But anyways, there's 2 in Boston and 1 in Canton, Massachusetts. I would advise, if you're in this vicinity of Massachusetts, to go to Canton, Massachusetts. It would be easier. Boston is just gridlock. The traffic was horrendous. Excuse me, the one day that me and my loving wife went in, and I had to drop Robert. She was walking towards the brewery, and but the traffic was, I had to move. I couldn't save. There was no parking spaces. I had to drive around. It was gridlock. I got stuck in traffic, and the tons of pedestrians. So save yourself some heartache and go to Canton, Massachusetts. For anything, Boston is just, I don't know what's with the gridlock there. I don't know. But anyways, there's the glass. That's Trillium Brewing Company, and I'll do less talking now so we can get this beer review in. All right. UFO Pumpkin. Nice crack. Getting some of the aromas here now. I've been working actually inside today, so it's not too bad of a day. Came home. I had to do a lot of work in the house downstairs. The beer, the man cave at first. I do that, and then used to be our playroom. Then one of my kids lived in there for a while, and now it's kind of like a storage room. But anyways, I go on these tangents, and that's the brew. That's the color of it. This is a pumpkin. I don't think it's seasonal, so they're not brewing it right now. But real pumpkin, seasonal spices, and fresh from the patch. I went on their webpage and I couldn't find us on their webpage. I think I was on the actual Harpoon webpage. I guess it's got its own webpage, UFO. I did find some stuff from UFO itself, the brewery. I think it's called Mass Bay Brewing is the brewery, the overall company. But anyway, let me get to this, what I have. UFO, really Harpoon Brewing Company. They have Boston and Massachusetts and Windsor, Vermont. It's employee-owned since 2014. They started the brewery in 1986. And here it gets a little convoluted. It was founded in 1986 by a Mr. George Ligeti, a Mr. Rich Doyle, a Mr. Dan Canary. And with that said, they were given permit number 001 in 1986. Now that's the very first brewing permit to have a brewery in Boston in the 80s. Now prior to that, in 1984, Boston Beer Works, which we all know is Samuel Adams Brewery of beers. They were the first. I know they were the first actually in the country of breaking into starting the craft beers. And how this became #1, I don't know, in 1986 or in 1984. 2 years later, Samuel Adams was going strong. They never look back. As a matter of fact, they're very, very big now. Very good. I like their beers. But anyways, let me stay with this one here. See, I go on these, I go on these tangents, and I just go to the left, go to the right, go down this way, go that way. All right, see, I'm doing it again. Okay, well, let's stay with the beer. Spices right away. Spices: nutmeg, pumpkin, naturally. Some sweetness. Caramel. It's like those caramel apples you get over the... Is that caramel on the apples when you get them? I don't know. Usually it's red, but sometimes it's caramel. Sometimes the apples are covered. Candy apple is red, and then the other ones are caramel. Yeah, the caramel color. Spices galore. Gotta get my nose a little way away from it. Ginger. Sometimes you get when you get the aromas are coming up, it changes. Sometimes you get hooked on one aroma, and the aroma, and that's all you get. I think that's all I'm getting now is the spices, that nutmeg. I always have a water with me whenever I drink any alcohol, or actually anything sugary. Could be tonic, a Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola, orange, or grape. Excuse me. I'll always drink water beforehand and afterwards. There's a lot of sugar in soft drinks, in beer, and I'll drink pretty well almost a whole bottle of water after I'll have the beer. There I go again on tangents. I'm just trying to give a bit of advice, some healthy advice, I would say. All right, bottoms up. Flavors match the aroma. The spices, the pumpkin. Oh, that's smooth. That is smooth. Nice and balanced between the malts and the hops that are in this. I couldn't get any information on what type of hops or malt is in this. They're keep it tight to their vest, I guess, because it wasn't on their webpage at all. I couldn't find it on anything online. It's a 5.9% alcohol by volume, so it's got the alcohol in it. I'm not picking up on alcohol. I'm getting cinnamon. Get the cinnamon flavor and the aroma now. The mouthfeel is smooth and like a medium mouthfeel on a beer. Getting that malty flavor. It's so entwined with the pumpkin. The pumpkin kind of dominates. I don't have any other information on this. I wish I knew what kind of hops was in this. That'd be nice. But I am getting some sugary malt flavors. And it's nice to know what kind of malt you're dealing with, what hops are in that. I have no idea. Sometimes you can pick up on the hops through the flavor. If it's Galaxy or Citra, or even Mosaic. Right, with that said, I'll end it now because I don't want to run this too long. That's the beer. It's employee owned, like I did mention that. It's a fall beer, so now it's in their archives. They don't give much information on this. Just that it's an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, and with spices added. So yes, definitely getting the spices. Would I get this again? Yes, come around. Guys, this would be good at Thanksgiving time. Thanksgiving is coming up, and this would be good at Thanksgiving time. I don't know if we can find it now because although it says a fall beer, I couldn't find it on their webpage. It wasn't in the archive, so. Oh, then again, I was looking. I keep saying I looked for it, but I couldn't find it, even on their UFO webpage. Oh, I did find it. Correction, I'm contradicting myself. I did find it on the UFO webpage. Geez, I haven't been drinking. This is my first beer of the day. So, with that said, enjoy the day, folks. I stayed a little bit longer, but I got to get inside. I got things to want to finish up, straightening out the man cave. They've been calling it the beer cave. I don't know why. The man cave. So, have a good day, folks. Excuse me if you're going to drink today. Drink responsibly. Don't drive. Be an adult. Watch what you do. If you're an underage drinker, don't drink. Wait till you're of age to drink. So with that said, everybody have a fantastic Thanksgiving. And may the sun always shine in your face and the wind be at your back. Ciao.